Hi guys, it's me, Nia. Don't forget to check out my mom's podcast. It's called Girlhood to Grownhood. It comes out every Thursday. It's on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Bye guys, don't forget.
The time I do want it, it don't come through anyway. That's
Listen,
technology.
I've been too deep into the fruit game too long to switch now. Okay.
Well, I get it, but
I
that
have
still don't
all
mean
of
it
the
don't
things. I
it
have
don't
all of
act
the
up.
things.
It all act up every now and again.
I have all of the things. Okay. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Girlhood to Grownhood. I am Tamika.
And I'm Onaka. Hey y'all.
Friend, where were your antennas Sunday?
So I was supposed to have texted you and told you that my niece's birthday party was going on at the same day and same time.
Oh, okay.
So I was like looking at the time like, ain't no way I'm gonna make it. Ain't no way. We was at Huckleberry.
Oh, y'all weren't that far away, but yeah, you would not have made it.
Yeah. And
It was
I
a
was
great
like,
time though. It was hot. You didn't miss nothing. It was hot. Hot.
that's a given, honey.
Hold on. We gotta start that all over.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna start it over. Forget it. My echo cancellation ain't on, and I honestly don't care. But yes. We had a great time, but it was hot
Mm.
in there.
It was hot there also. It was
Oof.
hot there also. And it turned out to be a nice day. So
Yeah, it did. It turned out to be a very good day. Left the house
mhm.
with coats on, but came home without them.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Yes,
Got a
ended
little
up being.
windy, but it was all right.
It was a tad bit windy. Our weather for the past week has been very strange.
Yes.
Very strange. Did you
Is
have thunder and lightning last night?
yes, and the strange thing is usually I'm the one that hears it or hears it first in my household, but I was the last to hear it last night. And I
Oh,
was like, was I really that knocked out?
as you should have
Um,
been.
but usually I'm usually really light when it comes to stuff like that. But little one called me like, "Mom, I need you." And I'm like, "Well, what's the problem?" And then I heard the couple rolls.
Sleep through a tornado. Okay.
Gosh, we
Oh my
can't do
God.
that.
Wait a minute, pause. Do you remember? This is throwback. But do you remember when I had first got out of the hospital and we had that tornado and you and Steph had text me like, "Are you downstairs?" Girl, how? I'm in my room. If it's gonna come sweep me up, it's gonna come sweep me up. How am I gonna get downstairs? I was on like a whole walker and y'all like, "You downstairs?" Girl, no, I'm in the bed.
I think I do remember that. And I was
In the
like,
bed.
we were just
Okay.
trying to make you aware and alert.
A regular Midwestern tornado. Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah. But
Uh,
for us though, we don't get tornadoes like that. But we
I
get our
feel
fair share.
like I feel like the area that I live in is kind of a hot spot sometimes.
Yeah.
Along with where we come from is a hot spot.
Mhm. I feel
But
like
we
we're near
always get
one.
warnings.
Like, we're near one. Like, if this county gets called out, like, somebody please let us know because we also need to take shelter. It's like that for us.
Yes, I hear the alarm all the time, and I just be in the bed.
Yep.
I mean,
Looking.
technically, there's
Can't
nowhere
see
for us to
nothing
go.
at
Where are
night.
we gonna go? Where am I gonna go?
I don't know. I'm in the same boat. That's why I say I a basement is a is a
Necessity.
non-negotiable. It's a non-negotiable for me. I don't know. To each their own, but that's not how I want to roll.
No, I definitely want a basement when we buy our home. I want
Mhm.
a basement.
Yeah, it's like a
Finished at
no-brainer.
that. Finished.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh,
Was that me? What happened?
that's me, chill. Sorry, y'all.
The sun is
Um,
blasting me out
my
something crazy right now.
nephew graduated today
Oh,
from
congratulations to him.
um don't give me the line where he graduated from. I think he
Okay.
graduated from his ABA therapy center.
Mm-hmm.
And he will now be like going to regular school.
That's so
Um,
awesome.
but yes, big shout
I need a
out
little
to
clap button.
Zobeen. Zobeen
Yeah.
graduated today. It was such a cute little graduation. So proud of him. He's come such a long way, but he is also brilliant. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's brilliant. So I can't wait to see what he does in the future. Um, but yeah, I was wondering where your antennas was at Sunday, and that's okay. Because it was very
Yeah, I'm
crowded,
like,
very hot.
of course they had to be on the same day. But,
Very crowded, very
sometimes how
hot.
goes.
You missed stuff, you
How
did.
long was it? Was it about
Child,
3 hours?
I left before it was over.
Did you
Um,
really?
Navy ended up falling asleep during that man's whole sermon, okay? And she was sweating because it was so hot. So I was like, we just gotta go. It's hot. It was getting close to her bedtime as well. You know what I'm saying? And she was like perspiring. And I was just like, yeah, we just
Oh.
gonna go ahead and head out. I stayed for his sermon,
Mm-hmm.
but during invitation is like after invitation is when I dipped out.
Okay. He was
You
there
missed a
with
really
the
you
bulk
missed a
of
really
it.
great gift, girl. We gave out a gift.
For real?
Yeah. Cute
Oh.
little reusable cutlery sets because our pastor ate and left no crumbs because this is his 8th anniversary. So
Oh, that's cute. Look at y'all. Y'all better play on the words.
okay,
Y'all better
girl, the
play on
whole
the words.
program, everything started with the letter E for 8. Whole program.
Okay.
Offering was like expressions of love. The welcome
Yeah,
was like exaltment of expression. Like it was such the cutest thing. But we had
that
a
is
really
cute.
amazing time, and your pastor really brought the word, and it was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, I like the color
And
scheme too. The brown and gold.
yeah, the brown and gold was really nice. Navy had on of course, my mom and them is extra girl, so she had on all the ruffles and ruffle socks and
She was hot.
girl
We remember how that material used to be. You
and a
hot.
fur
There's
coat
nothing moving. Ain't
and a
nothing
fur coat
moving.
and a fur coat.
Baby.
Okay. She had on a fur coat, this gold, very much 90s, 80s, 90s church girl dress with all of the ruffles, stockings, ruffle socks,
Nice.
bloomers on under that. Like
That baby was hot.
she was hot.
Ain't wasn't
Okay.
nothing moving on that entire outfit. Wasn't no air moving.
Not nothing. But we had an
Cute,
amazing
cute
time.
as a button, but ain't no air
Oh, she
moving.
was stinking cute. Okay. So stinking cute, but very much like like
Yes.
but we had a great time. It was beautiful to see. So proud of our pastor for making it 8 years.
Yes.
That is a
Shout
feat
out to
within
him.
itself to
Yeah, it
be
is. People
pastor
don't
for
understand.
8 years.
Like, pastors, they get burnt out quick too, as something that
But
people
the
don't talk
average
about a
your
lot.
and I don't know if it was your
Like, on
pastor.
average, that's about it's
Yeah,
under
I don't
10. I
I
know
was
it's
gonna
under
say
10
I didn't know if
years.
it was your pastor who said it or if it was Pastor Reverend Stroger who has
Mhm.
said the average new pastor really only makes it between like 2 to 5 years. After that, they like moving on because that church or congregation is just too much.
Mhm.
But we are thankful to have him for 8 years. We love him though.
Yeah. He's so cool.
He's absolutely amazing. Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. So yeah. What else you do this? You had a birthday. You had nothing else going on, girl.
We had the birthday party on Sunday. Mhm. What did I do Saturday? I
The
don't
fact that
know.
she is already a year old blows my mind.
Yeah, the time goes by so fast. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
feel like she just had that baby.
mhm, mhm. And I call her boss. Like, she's the
Oh,
boss. And I gave my sister fair warning, like, hey, she's an Aries, and like, hubby's birthday is coming up in 2 days, so they're 3 days apart. So her actual
them
birthday was
fire
yesterday.
signs, baby.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
like
am one,
very loving, but very
but we
bossy.
are a lot. I live in a household of nothing but fire signs. I'm a fire
Mhm.
sign. My husband is a fire sign. Same sign as me. Then the girls are both fire signs. Um, it gets
Everybody can hold their
spicy.
own. Everybody can hold
It,
their own. That's how I say.
baby. And this is 3 Sagittariuses and a Leo.
Yeah.
Nene is the odd man out.
Ooh. But
Okay.
they all can hold their own. Yeah,
I don't
cause
know
she's
what
the,
we were doing. I don't
everybody
know how we got here.
let's see, so she's Aries and then everybody else is Gemini. So how about
Oh my
that
goodness.
combination? Mhm. Mhm. So,
I tell
yeah.
my mom all the time growing up, I don't know how she dealt with us in the house because it was literally one of each type of sign in the house. My mom's a earth, I'm a fire, my brother is air, and my sister is water. And when I tell you,
Yeah, that's literally all of them.
I do not know how my mama made it. With an Aquarius, a Pisces, a Sagittarius, and then my mom's a Capricorn. Girl, we was struggling. Now I know why our house was the way it was.
Listen,
Struggling.
made it on out
Struggling.
somehow.
Listen, I don't think I would ever go back with living under a roof with all. Would you ever go back living under a roof with all of y'all?
Um, Probably not.
For me, it's a absolutely no. I could
Like,
deal with my mom, and that's about it. My brother and my sister, oh God, no.
no. No,
I love
cause
them. If you hear me, guys, I love you.
yeah,
But
oh,
I
no,
would
absolutely
never,
love
I would
you.
never go back to us all living under one roof. Ever. No.
Yeah, which kinda brings, around to the topic of, like, we talked about wanting to touch on survival mode and the toxic phrase that you refuse to say to your kid
I
today.
was so happy you had that on the agenda.
I was like, "Oh, that" because I have one that always comes to mind.
I wonder if we have the same one. When you put that on the agenda, I was like, I wonder if we gonna have the same one. I feel like we got ESPN and we gonna have the same one. So what is your
That
toxic
would be
phrase?
wild. So, a toxic phrase that I refuse to use is and this is one that my mom always use, is, "We'll cross that bridge when we get there." And
Oh,
I don't know what it was about that phrase. I could not
I
I
did
just
not
to this
think about
day,
that one.
"We'll cross that bridge when we get there." I wanna talk about it now.
My
Or it was
mom
like
never
something
really used
I
that.
just mm-mm, and I don't use it. No, thank you.
Really?
Nope. If
I don't
I
think that
did, it
phrase
may
is
have
ever
slipped
in my
out
mind, to be
once
honest.
or twice because I just never liked it.
Wow. No, so we did not have ESPN, because that I did not think of that one, but that is a good one. That is a good one. Cross that bridge when you get there. It's like, well, why can't we talk about it now?
Knock it on out. What was
My
yours?
toxic phrase was, stop crying or I'm gonna give you something to cry about.
Mm, see,
Like,
I
girl,
didn't think
I'm
about that.
obviously, I mean,
That's definitely one.
this isn't geared towards specifically my mom. A lot of people said this phrase,
Oh, it's
but
on that one falls on the baby shower games. That's one you see on the baby shower games. Am I right, y'all? Like, that one's on there, and everybody knows it in unison.
now after, therapy and going over things, obviously we
Mhm.
were crying about something, but you will also give us something technically extra to cry about
In addition. In
in
addition.
addition to,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah. One's supposed to cancel out the other. I don't know.
But that whole like stop crying or I'm gonna give you something to cry about thing, I just never understood that phrase. Okay, because must be something deeply emotionally wrong for me to be crying, girl. Like,
Just saying.
oh, when you had that on the agenda, I was like, there's a couple I could think of, but that one for sure was
That was on
mine.
the
But yours is we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, that was a wild one. That was also a wild one.
Yeah. If it's like, that one was in the mix too.
I'm trying to think of like, is there any other phrases that were absolutely ridiculous? My mom never really had like phrases. My mom was just straight up. She told you how she felt,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what it
What
was.
it is. Oh, I think that was a majority of our households.
Yeah,
Like,
this is what.
there was no wiggle room for negotiation. It was just the end,
Yes,
period.
yes,
Move accordingly,
yes. Because I said so.
or there's consequences.
Hello. Um, and we both kind of resonate because we're both the oldest sisters,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and it's a hard not life for us.
Oh,
Because
it's
that
the
second
responsibility, the unwritten
that's
responsibilities. What are you gonna do?
I've been
Everybody
grown.
plays their role.
I've been grown all my life.
Yeah,
I'm the mama.
we
No, I'm
figure
just
it out.
joking.
Listen, we the backup mama, that's for sure.
For sure. Like my family couldn't wait till I got my license. They
Oh
were just like,
yeah,
"Oh, you got to drive because I need you to pick up your sister. I
everywhere.
need you to go do errands. I need you to go pay the bills. I need you to
It's
go."
like I thought this was for me. I thought having a license was for me. But then you
No,
learn real quick. No, no,
no,
no,
no.
no.
It's for the family.
It's
Okay, I was I was Uber before Uber was a thing.
man, what? Say we needed to sign and should have been getting some dollars along the way because what? I mean, outside of $5 for gas. Because if that's
I
about
was
all you needed was
Uber
$5 for
before Uber.
gas,
Oh,
and you could fill that thing up.
that question came on the interwebs when they was asking how much was gas when we started driving. I honestly don't remember, but I know I could put 5 on 2. I know that.
And you rolling for some days. You're not filling up the
That's what
next
I'm
day.
saying. I don't remember exactly how much gas was, but I know I can go in there and put 5 on 2, 10 on 2, and
Oh,
have a full
10?
tank.
10, you definitely full. You might come back
I
with a
know,
couple dollars.
and
You
I
gotta
know
go
it's
back
in our.
in.
I don't know if you have. Do you have your yearbook still? One of the questions in there was how much was gas, and I wrote it in mine, but my yearbook is in Mississippi, so I
Oh,
do not have access to it. But that was one of the questions. It was like the first couple pages. It asked us like who was president, who was like the top charting artist, how much was gas. Like it had those type of gas. I need somebody in '05
somebody
to
tap
pull
in
out
and
their
bring that
yearbook.
information for
And if
us.
you wrote it in there, I need y'all to comment how much gas was when we wrote it in that book. I remember when gas used to be 99 cents.
I was
But
gonna say it was probably
visually though, you know what I'm
$1 and some
saying?
change.
Right. I remember when gas was like $1 and some change.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm pretty sure $2 was a huge deal when
A
it crossed
big
over into $2.
They were rioting if it was over $2.
Yeah, because listen, $20. I don't remember ever
I
having
don't
to
think I've
fork
ever
over
had to put
$20.
$20 in my
Like,
no.
let me give you 20 for gas. No.
My mom's standard go pay for the gas because back in the day you used to send us in there to pay for the gas.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's standard was 10 on something. It was
Yes.
always $10. Okay,
Yes.
so I know for a fact 10 could get us where we needed to be.
Comfortably.
Bully. Okay, when my mom had that little Pontiac Grand Am, you remember the Grand Am?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And max 10, 15, I would say max $10 to fill that thing up.
Yes.
Max. Now, when I used to drive my Masu's Rendezvous, it was a little bit more. Because at that
But
point,
that's
at
the
that
SUV.
time, it was like an SUV, right?
Yeah.
And Rendezvous was considered like an SUV. So
Now
maybe
you're
like
going to have to come
20.
up off of 20 off of that.
Right, maybe
You're going
like
to have to
20
come
for the
up off the
SUV.
20.
Exactly. But my mama, look, granddam child, you can go. Give me a good 10 on 2.
Zipping.
Unleaded.
Zipping. All across the city. Maybe
And
even
that's
hit
when
Detroit
gas
for a
was
quick bit and come on
pure.
back.
That's when gas was pure. It wasn't cut like it is now.
You could smell it. Somebody had brought up, you can't even smell the gas like you used to be able to smell it back in the day. What's your take on that?
No, you are right.
Remember how gas used to be so, like, potent?
People used to be addicted to the smell of gas. Like, it was some people's favorite smells. Like, they love the smell of like gas, fresh cut grass. Like, gas used to be one of those things you like. You are absolutely right. I don't think when was the last time I went to the gas station and I could smell the gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
So
can just
y'all
end the
think
show
about
right
that the
there.
next
That
time you're at the
we
tank.
can just go.
No, we got some more to talk about, okay?
Oh no, we absolutely do. Because girl, we are done bringing up, like, I guess that would be our nostalgia, is the fact that we
Those are
used
little
to going in
icebreaker
and putting
stuff.
like 10
What's
on
a lot of
2
stuff going
and
on?
filling up the tank. But for one, I love the fact that you sent me that text message talking about the R&B concert. I have no organs to give to go to that concert because they gonna want an arm and a leg. Okay.
They go give
And
us your firstborn.
I'm already 2 kidneys down.
Baby, I said I am nervous to see what these prices are going to be like.
I'm not even going to look at it because you know when we got a 2-day. Detroit is 2 days.
I saw that
For the R&B tour.
So Ford Field, because you know I had to chat GBT, and this
It's
is
crazy
before
that it's at Ford Field and not
it's the biggest
LCA.
venue, and
I
that's
mean,
exactly.
I get it's the biggest venue, but I'm saying I was surprised to see that the venue was Ford and not the LCA.
I'm not, and I'm basing it off of one. They're gonna try to maximize them ticket sales, and they know it's going to be. They're gonna need 2 days, and two,
No, we definitely
Chris Brown.
No, I saw the schedule. We have 2 days.
Yeah, like they knew we were gonna need 2 days.
Yes,
and then 2, the Breezy Bowl was at Ford Field.
I don't know nothing about that.
Just for Chris Brown.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, when
Because
he was up for his tour.
my sorority sister made a good point when somebody had asked her if, how can I say this? Would you consider Chris Brown a millennial artist?
I would say yes, because and he's borderline, and I get why people might be like, but he kind of slips in there. He kind of just makes it in there because he was just coming on the scene, right?
But how old were we?
I'm trying to think. We probably were already graduated in high
That's
school.
what I'm saying.
So maybe that's where people.
Technically, he was for us, but not for us.
Yes, Usher, he definitely is for us.
I had my way.
Yeah, like Usher, that's us. And that's kind of like, that's what makes it so dope too, because if I wanted to look at it like per siblings, like Chris Brown would be my sister's time.
Yes, same.
And then Usher is my time.
Same. That's why I asked you that question.
Them together.
Would you think that Chris Brown would be considered like a millennial artist? I know we love his things.
Yes.
But when we look at it from a scape of how old we were when he debuted on the scene, I don't think we were necessarily his target audience, but we resonated with it because he gave off that aura like a Usher.
Yes.
But for a different age group.
Yes, you are. I would agree with that 100%.
Yes,
spot on.
I have mixed feelings about this little R&B tour.
What's your talk? What's your take? Because I think a lot of people, number one is excitement, but then it's like, all right, what else? And the price. We know it's going to be expensive.
mine is always the price, for one.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, this ain't no shade. I do enjoy, I'm not a stan for either one of them. I will say that. So both
Mhm.
of them have hits and misses for me. Okay. They have moments where I listened and moments where I did not. But that's just me
Mhm.
as a music lover. I listened, but I'm like, you're not really talking to me right now. And I say the same thing about Beyonce. I tell my cousin this all the time. There was one point in time where Beyonce wasn't talking to me. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Beyonce
I
didn't
mean,
start talking to
like,
me until later on. All right.
mhm.
But before then, I was not her target audience when it came to a lot of her music, but I still enjoyed it. It was like, oh, that's a
Right.
good listen, that's a bop or whatever. But I wasn't the girl she was talking to. And I feel that way the same about both of these individuals. There were moments in times during both of their rise where I don't think from personal listening experience, they were talking to me from an artist perspective of what they were putting out. It was good. I liked it. It sounded great. They sounded great. Um, but it was just like, oh, that's nice. And then I would just move on.
Mhm.
It wasn't something like in a constant rotation, is what I'm saying. Um, but I am excited that the fact that these two people hooked up. I do like to play on the marketing for their tour R&B, Raymond and Brown.
Yes.
Um, and especially because these two have been the most, in my opinion, I don't know about the listeners, but in my opinion, these two have been the most in the limelight when in comparison to Michael Jackson.
Yes.
And that whole king of pop, king of this, king of
Under
that,
that
whatever you want to,
umbrella,
under
if
that
you will.
umbrella. So I do like the fact that they both have joined together instead of competing against each other. And they both are great performers. They both put on great shows from what I've seen. So I am excited to see what they're going to put out. I would like to go, but only like if I really had the extra money to do so. If it really
Mhm.
wasn't in my budget and I had something else going on, it'd be a chop. I'd rather go see Jill Scott.
Mhm. Hmm. I completely get that, and you got good points
Yeah.
there. Um, I think that so my thing is like, okay, I'm kind of like, why now? You know what I mean? Like,
You can't tell?
what? Th- you can't. We're not gonna say that they don't have any money.
No,
We
no, no,
can't
no,
run
no.
that play for
That's not what
them.
I mean. That's not what I mean. You can't tell why now?
Why not?
Because we are the aunties. We
Yeah, but
have we have the monies. We are the ones keeping the economy.
okay. Yeah. So you talking about the shift? I'm
Yes.
okay, but still, like,
Like my mama's not gonna go to see Chris Brown. She'll like to see Usher,
mhm.
but she could care less about Chris Brown. I mean, she like him, but she ain't gonna shell out 500 and something dollars to go see both these people. My mom's not gonna do that. And you got to remember, that's why I said it's like a shift in
The
auntie-ism is
economy.
what I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
Our parents' artists are leaving us.
Right.
So the next set of artists that will be considered
So,
in line will be
right.
ours.
Right. I follow where you're going with it. I do. And I guess we would be the considered the market.
We're the ones making the
And
money.
this could be a great experiment as well with you saying that because it's really gonna be able to tell like, okay, how much are people really willing to put up to go to these concerts? I, I know for them, people are gonna figure it out. I mean, Afterpay, Klarna, oh, they
There's a
gonna
bunch of things
there's
nowadays that we
so
didn't have back in the day to
yeah,
cough up
to
to go
make
to
it
a concert.
happen.
But that's not my point. My point is outside of that, marketing wise, and I'm going to throw somebody else in the same
Mix there.
mix. So I hate to bring this up because I'm so sad about it. But just like you got the R&B tour, you also had the tour with TLC and with
In Vogue
I
and
think so.
somebody else with them.
Somebody exactly. TLC is our
Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, it's Salt and Pepper and TLC. That is our girl group TLC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they know who makes the money now and who has the time and who's willing to cough up the money to go. I saw this kind of shift way before the concert scene. I actually saw this shift in the wrestling scene.
Huh.
When a lot of the wrestling legends started retiring.
Mhm.
And we had went from, gosh, I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but those that like wrestling will know what I mean. We went through this stage called the PG era, where it was
Okay.
solely geared towards the kids. It was solely geared towards the little ones, the John Cena Fruit Loop shirts. We had, I say Fruit Loop shirts because the shirts was real colorful. They came in all kind of colors. We had the New Day. They was promoting cereal and pancakes and all these things. And then it got to a point where they realized, yo, the parents of these children are still old school wrestling fans.
Mhm.
And they don't want to see the kid stuff because we grew up on the Attitude Era.
Mhm.
So they went through this transition of trying to bring more hardcoreness, like Attitude Era into the fold because they had to realize that the kids can't come to the show unless the parents
Without the
bring them.
parents. Mhm.
So if you don't have nothing that attracts us to the show, I'm not bringing my kid.
Facts.
And it
No.
goes the same way with concerts. Now they're realizing who got the money
Mhm.
and who has the time to be at a venue till midnight and go to work the
Right.
next day. Like I said,
Right.
I took my mama to go see New Edition. It was New Edition, Charlie Wilson. Don't give me a line on who else was there. That was a great concert for me and my mom because it bridged that gap. But if I
Mhm.
was to tell my mom, like, yo, you want to go to a Usher and Chris Brown concert and then show her the prices, she would think it wasn't worth it. But for
Right.
us,
Right. It's
it
just it's
is.
prime. It's prime for us.
Exactly. It's prime
Mhm.
for us. So it's just like, depending on who's there, who's bridging the gap or whatever like that, I feel like, is it worth it or not? I do like Usher and I do like Chris Brown. However, when I think about how much I'm willing to spend for a ticket and the concert experience, because I think of a concert experience as a whole production from where I come from.
Mhm.
If you asking me to drive an hour away for a venue, because that's what we have to do,
Yes.
and be there for 4 hours to then drive back home, spend $600 on tickets, and then factor in the type of crowd I'm finna be around,
Mhm.
I would rather go to Jill Scott because that's where the auntie's gonna be at instead of being at the R&B tour with the teeny bopper.
So that's the thing too, though. I don't think it's gonna be so. There's gonna be some teeny boppers there, but I think it's gonna be a nice. It'll be a mixture, and it's gonna. Okay, so these teeny boppers. Okay, because that goes back to the
Cause you
ticket
went to
price.
you went to the B2K tour, and girl, I felt like that was a little.
No, that was us in there. And so again, it kind of points back to the ticket prices because you're gonna weed out uh
Very much so.
you're gonna weed out the craziness. No, right. Which is terrible. But you
I
know,
mean, I ain't
that's
either,
gonna
so y'all do what y'all
right.
gotta
That
do.
price
But
that price is gonna weed out a lot
a
of
lot of
that.
people, yeah.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good mix of definitely like the 30s to
I would
mid
even give you like
40s.
no, I see there
And
being
maybe
some
a
mid
small
20.
percentage
I
of
see there
20.
being like 25 to maybe like late 40s.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. That's a fair
the type of
assessment.
crowd I see.
But that 25-30 group, they're not.
Yes, but
They'll have their stuff together.
I've been to enough venues and stuff where it's just like knowing what. Never mind.
Well, and then Ford Field, that is getting back to the space itself. That is the largest venue that we have for a
I wouldn't want to
concert.
see a concert at Ford Field though.
Well,
It's very large,
it's
so
nice.
the stage itself has to be.
The stage, I think, will be in the middle. If I had to
It
visualize
has to be.
and then that's because you got to give people some type of vantage point. You can't have it to where all they can see.
It's going
It
to be
has to be a
sold out
360
both
experience.
nights. It's going to be
Yeah.
sold out both nights.
That's a 63,000.
I am not going to pay $500.
Did you hear what I said? How many seats they have?
I know how many seats for. I go
For
to the
2
Lions games.
nights?
I go to the Lions game all the time, and they give the Army wives cheap tickets. Okay, we're kind of up there. All right, for the game, we're not very down below at all. So I know how high it can get, and the visual look, and the visual you see from high up. There is no amount of stage you can build that will give me
They're gonna have to be going through
the
sky.
same visuals I got when I was at the On the Run tour. Okay?
Yes.
Unless you out here being like how Kanye was just sitting on that dome and he was on that dome with Lauryn Hill and they both was attached to these hooks to not let them fall so everybody can see them. Like
that's scary work.
if you're doing a main regular setup stage as somebody who has experience in live production setups, as a concert, somebody who will probably get the cheapest tickets at the very... Get out of my face.
Honey, and I just put in $550 for a ticket.
I'm not spending more than $500. Listen, we are in a boycott right now for WrestleMania because the tickets are more than $500 and something for sitting at the top. So you think as a wrestling fan, if I'm not willing to spend $500 and something to go to WrestleMania, do you think I'm finna spend $500 and something? I'm not spending $500 and something going to see Usher and Chris Brown if I'm not willing to do it for WrestleMania. And I like them more. I like the WWE more than... I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. No, I'm not sorry. I like wrestling more than I would like to go see Usher and Chris Brown. I'm sorry. If you gave me the choice to choose between WrestleMania and... Better yet, because they coming in July, you're making me choose Chris Brown and Usher instead of SummerSlam. I'm going to SummerSlam. I'm not going to see Usher and Chris Brown. I got the discs. But you know who I might not be able to see no more? Is them people wrestling. Thank God I was at WrestleMania 33 to see my favorite wrestler retire. I'm never going to be able to see him wrestle again.
Yeah, that's different. That's what I'm saying. That's a different level.
If you asking me, baby, I'm going to see wrestling. I'll see the clips on TikTok and see what y'all release. So just like I saw what happened at the concert the B2K.
I'm glad you brought that point up, like never being able to see that wrestler, again, because that was a retirement performance or show. Now, do you foresee this being like kind of the startup of more concerts like this to come, as far as trying to bridge the gap between generations, and this is how maybe concerts will be moving from now on, possibly?
In my opinion, I feel like we've already seen it. I feel like...
Would you think this will be like a new way of how concerts are going to be?
I wouldn't call it a new way. I would call it the artists maximizing on both crowds so that way they don't conflict each other's tours. And I say that because
people would be ultimately making a decision.
Let's say Brown wanted to go on tour separately from Raymond. Now you gotta pick.
Right, you have to choose. But
Versus
it's
them
like
just
you
coming
wanna see
together and
both.
splitting the pot.
Yeah. Which, again, kinda like how Brandy and Monica did the tour
Yes.
together. So yeah, I think it is something that we're gonna see from here on out. Hopefully the tickets won't be "Give me your firstborn" every time they do this, but,
It
you know,
definitely
they
will
know
be,
people gonna figure
because
out a
tickets and
way.
concerts and events and stuff have gone up since after COVID. Okay, they try to
Yeah,
make this money back from the times where they couldn't get nobody out, and
they
unfortunately,
hitting that max out button.
people show how desperate they were after COVID to get back into outside in the streets and spend all
Because
this
of a sense of
money,
normalcy.
and to spend all this money that they know people are willing to spend the ducats. Now there are some of us that are quite sane that are like, I'm not paying that for that. Because
Listen,
I think sporting events have gone up to a crazy egregious amount.
I'm glad you mentioned that too, because you know we're in the finals time.
For
And
the
since
Pistons. Yes.
hubby looked $800 per ticket,
No way
$600 per ticket
ain't no way in the year of our Lord.
per ticket. I don't mean us
Listen to
together.
what I'm
He said
saying.
per.
Listen to what I'm saying. Ain't no way in the year of our Lord 2026 am I going to pay that much money to go see the Pistons, and this is their first season back on top? I'd see if this was 2004, 2005 when we had Chauncey Billups and them.
Oh man, that was a squad. But
But we just had a losing season a year or two ago. Like,
but
we got to
yeah,
work our way up to that.
but they
Y'all got to show me
capitalizing.
something else.
They maxing out. They capitalizing on the hype. You better believe it. They like,
And
oh, we here.
but
Pay this
like I said,
money.
I am a sane person who knows what they've been doing for the past 2 years. Okay? I said the same thing about the Lions when the Lions came back from that losing streak, and then they had that successful season after that, and then tickets skyrocketed. I was like, no. Keep this going, and then I'm gonna pay that price. But I'm just because y'all on top this season don't mean I'm finna be spending $600-700 to sit in section 205, row 17.
They said pay us this money because you might not see this moment again. It's the FOMO, like you said. It's all in the marketing. Fear of missing out.
And that's the reason why I hate the fact that I went to school for communications and marketing, because I'm somebody you can never dupe when
It's
it
all
comes
in
to
the
that.
name.
When I saw that when I saw the R&B tour, and I was like, oh, so we gonna have to give an arm and a leg. That's why I test you arm and a leg. Then when I looked at the dates and saw they gave us 2 dates,
Yep.
and I already have a
Did they give
problem with.
anybody else 2 dates? I didn't even look at the full thing. I've been getting
Yeah, there
text
are other cities that
messages.
have 2 dates, not just us. There's other cities that have 2 dates, not just us. But when I think about marketing and stuff like that, and strategically how you setting it up, that means 1, you know, we a hot spot. 2, it makes me mad because where we live, we're in a climate where they don't like to come. I have a lot of artists that I love that tour around this country all the time. They go everywhere, but they don't come here because they don't like our weather.
I mean, but July
is perfect, which is why they have 2 days. They're trying to capitalize on the fact that 1, it's a big city, and it's still summertime.
Yeah.
But we have artists that I've been begging to get here, even in a smaller venue, and they're like, nah, because it's cold all the time.
It's not cold all the time.
Don't get me started on events and concerts, and don't get me started. I come from a different world where I see different things from the average consumer, and it pisses me off.
Yeah. We have some very nice venues here though. Like I
We
really
do.
like our outdoor venues as well. Like
Lovely.
they are very nice. Summertime you come, of course, and it's beautiful.
That's the only time they come. That's the only time they come, though. Like, I was
Yeah.
surprised to see Ari Lennox when I saw her.
Mhm.
And
Summer.
it was packed in there. No, it wasn't summer. I was pregnant with Nene. So it was around winter, going
Oh,
into spring.
okay.
But there's a ton of artists I've been wanting to come here, and they don't come here because our weather is shit.
So sad.
It is sad, but it's whatever. I hope the best for their tour, but I'm gonna be honest. If you had to ask me if I'm gonna choose, I'm going to see wrestling, and I'm not going to see the R&B.
Totally your prerogative. Totally your
And I
prerogative.
hate that. I hate that. But I would much rather go see wrestling. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
But
But if
you
I had
know,
the money to do both, I would absolutely do both.
you-
But if you're asking me to choose one, I'm going to SummerSlam.
Mm, yeah. See, now I'm going to see Usher
And I would much
and
rather go
Chris.
see, I mean, if I had to take wrestling out of it, I'm going to see Jill Scott.
I would love to see Jill Scott
Because she'll
too.
be here around that time too. I think she coming, Summer Walker either came and gone or coming. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's concert season, and then I'm also be honest, we trying to figure out what Beyonce gonna do. And I'm also trying to save my coins for her. I've only ever seen her
Is there going to
once.
be a Destiny Child tour or no?
There may be one, but the logistics of that is a lot because all three of them are doing their own thing. Okay?
Okay, figure it out. We are talking
No,
about Chris Brown
because
and
I'm
Usher
upset that I
coming
couldn't go to
together.
New York to see
Figure it
Michelle on
out.
Broadway for Death Becomes Her. She did an amazing job. I'm
They can
mad
figure
that
it
when I
out.
went to see Brandy and Monica, Kelly ain't had her own tour yet as a headliner. And
Now,
I was singing songs that people didn't even know of hers during her set.
okay, now listen. So we talking about ticket prices for the R&B tour.
Yes.
Gonna be an arm and a leg. Should the stars align and Destiny Child could put on a tour, where you think the tickets coming in at?
Girl, I'm not going because there not going to be any left for me by the time I get my coins up.
Just saying, an arm and a leg.
I'm going to have to fly to a different city in order to go.
Listen, my cousin, that's when you said that. My cousin was like, in case things get crazy for Detroit, we're also going to stash away this Atlanta date. I was like,
that was the only
brilliant.
reason why I saw Beyonce and Jay-Z on the Run tour, on the Run 2 tours, because I went to Atlanta to see them. I did not see them here. I flew
Yeah,
to
that'd
go
be
see them somewhere
interesting.
else.
Yeah,
And
that's gonna
that
be
was partially
interesting.
because my cousin had the little pre-sale credit card Amex thing, and she was just like, "Girl, I got us tickets," and I'm like, "I just need to find a flight. I'm there."
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
had
all
you
right.
left it up to me, girl, I'm not coming because by the time I need to get my ducats together, the show is going to be sold out, and that's even for Chris Brown and Usher. By the time I get my money together, anyway, it's going to be sold out. So I might as well just save my money and go to SummerSlam in August.
That's
Give
the
me
thing
more
too.
time to
Like,
do something else. Oh,
did they give people enough time to prepare
no,
for this
because they're
concert?
going on tour in June. It is April. They didn't give nobody, in my opinion, for marketing and promotions, they didn't give nobody, at least Beyonce give us 6 months. Maybe not 6. She at least gives us time. They just announced this tour last week.
Literally. And
And the first,
I was
let
like,
me
is
look it
this
up.
for
Because
real?
now you finna make me mad.
No, but for real, because that's why I was like, okay, wait, they gonna give it some time, continue to let it build up.
Exactly. It kicks off June 26th. It's April. We are April 14th. They
Somebody bills
literally
ain't
giving people
somebody bills
1.5
ain't getting
months.
paid. Some people is gonna be putting some bills on the line for this concert.
Like you said, Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, the people.
It's up for them folks, okay? They
Because
gonna
you're
be like,
giving
what is
people
going on?
in this economy, you giving people 1.5 months to come to your tour.
They know what they was doing. This was a play. This was really a play for
It
Afterpay
was because somebody
and
like me
Klarna.
that's been stashing money aside for Beyonce. Let's say I wanted to choose between them two and Beyonce. Now I got to dip in my Beyonce fund.
No, this was a play for them. They won. They won. Because I would be interested to see the percentage of
You know
people
how much
that's gonna
the
do.
average person gotta work to make $500 for a concert ticket
Mm-hmm.
in this
Because this
economy?
is in addition to your other bills,
In this
your,
economy.
your real life bills.
I'm not even gonna talk about bills. I'm gonna talk about grocery prices. You gotta pick between groceries
Oh,
and
it's a bill.
R&B.
Grocery. Oh, honey, but
Everybody
that's
get
the
off
head.
my phone.
Listen, that
Everybody
should
get
be the
off my
title of the
phone.
show. Groceries
Grocery prices and or
R&B.
R&B.
That sting a little bit.
Child. But anywho, I'm glad we
This
got
is
that out the way because when you text me, I
yes.
said, "Girl," I immediately said I'm gonna have to give a kidney to the black market in order to go, and I don't have none to
You're not the
give,
only one. You
and I
are
don't
not the
have
only
none to
one.
give, and I need all 4 of my limbs because that's all I got left.
Child. The internet is crazy with the memes on how people talk about they gonna pay for this.
One of my sorority sisters went live about it. I have not watched her live yet. I'm gonna watch it after the show, but she definitely that was her topic, and I just
For
gotta
real?
see what she. I gotta see what she had to say. Okay. I gotta see what she had to say. But I love how we got that out the way because when you text me that girl, I was already looking like, ain't no way ain't no way.
You got the internet in a blaze, okay?
Ain't no
A
way.
blaze.
Ain't no way. And they wrong for a month and a half out to be trying. We gonna move on.
That's all we gonna stay tuned.
we gonna keep tabs on how this is gonna go. But I
For
already
sure.
know how it's gonna go. It's gonna be sold out because they're gonna be putting it on layaway, and that's fine. Cause I
That's
wish I
fine.
could.
Hey, you get it how
Do
you
what you
live.
gotta do.
That's the time we in. You get it how you live, long as it's legal.
Ain't no shame, ain't no shade. Go have fun in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
But as for me and my
honey,
house, I can't do that. So have fun
speaking
on
of
my
no
behalf.
shame, we gonna get to these Real Housewives of Atlanta.
That's what I was gonna segue to.
Cause what?
How caught up are you caught up? You're caught up from what I saw in the notes. You caught up. You're caught up.
I'm caught up enough, honey. It's this apparently Miss Drew Sidori is as well.
I'm
I
as
said
caught
I
up as I'm
thought
gonna
they
get
was
because technically the reality TV shows like Love and Hip Hop, which I got to get caught up on, and like Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's kind of on the back burner because right now I'm in my game show era. Million Dollar Secret comes out tomorrow. I'm all into that right now. I'm so sorry. But I am keeping up with the keeping on.
yeah, and they got a lot keeping
And
on. Honey, let me just say,
I'm gonna let you go.
last I knew, I thought that her and her husband, ex-husband, allegedly whatever he is, I thought they had an arrangement in place to where he was staying in the basement
Yes,
and that was
I
like
think
his quarters. Yeah, that was his quarters of the home and she had the rest of the home.
the
But
upstairs.
the upstairs. But now it don't shaked out to where she has to be out of the home
You're
by
more
the
caught up than
end
I
of
did
May.
because I did not know that.
This was just breaking news today,
Gosh.
is why. That's why I said breaking.
Now, I just want to pull over. As somebody who watches RHOA, right? And has since season 1.
The beginning.
When it comes to this specific person we're talking about, Miss Sedora, she was cool with me until this season. Cause what you
It
not
was
finna
like,
do, it ain't even got nothing to do with her and her husband. What you not
no,
finna
I know
do
what you're saying.
is act like you don't know who K. Michelle is.
Ooh.
Talking about she was the artist. No, don't do that. Cause I don't see you getting flowers from Beyonce. Let me stop. All right.
My, on today. Oh, this season gonna be a mess.
I want people, I don't know. I see things from a different lens, and I love that about how I watch TV.
So wait a minute. Can we just back up to the tit for tat when it comes to some of these female artists that are, if we wanted to class them, okay, they are like on the G League. If we were talking
Not
about
G.
I'm sorry. What's the next one up? Is there a next one up? I mean, because
It's
either you
A,
in
B,
the
or
game or
C.
you
I didn't know
either
we
you
went
in the
below
game or you
C.
not.
I didn't know we went below C.
G League, you can get into to play the game if something happens to one of the main players. Okay?
I don't know who that will be.
There's no reason that you should be tit for tat when you are on an even level. Like, to me, her
Who's
and K.
even? Not Drew and K. Michelle.
Okay, I mean, so as far as notoriety and how well known they are,
Absolutely not. I didn't know
well,
who.
that's what I'm
Let me
saying.
stop.
I don't understand why they have to be disrespectful like that towards each other.
No, I definitely don't
Because,
understand that.
okay, in my opinion, one is not giving a whole lot more than the other.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. That's where we gonna have to
That's
disagree.
fine, and that's fine, but
Because K.
it's like
Michelle
y'all
is
are on the same platform now.
absolutely.
Y'all are on the same show and same platform now, and so y'all are gonna be the artists that are gonna be clawing at each other?
And the person who started that was Drew. In my
Okay, she
opinion, I
hadn't
don't care. I don't care what y'all say. In my opinion, Drew was the one who started that because and how let me. I don't want to get into this. I'm not a stan for K. Michelle. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a stan. I am a fan of her music. I love her. I love what she stands
she
for.
has a beautiful voice, I'm not taking, and also Drew has a lovely voice. Not taking that away. Okay, you scratching your neck. Okay.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to. Your expression said it for you.
Did it?
Yes.
Okay, so let me tell you something. I did not know who Drew was until Real Housewives. It
I
wasn't
didn't
until then that I figured out, like, oh, that's her. But I knew Kay.
She was on the game.
I didn't watch that.
Okay.
I was in a totally different space when that show came out. Maybe that'll be a topic for a different discussion. Because I am also one of those people that I didn't understand y'all obsession with that show. I thought
I
it was
loved
giving
that
very much
show.
early Tyler Perry.
You think so? Maybe.
Yes.
I thought it was a good show for the time that it was.
You know what I'm going to do? Just for you. I'm going to binge watch the game. Because I've never seen an episode.
Are you kidding?
I've never seen that show.
Oh no.
I know who was on it. I know who played in it.
Med
But
school.
I've never seen an episode.
That's unbelievable. And
Do
that
you know?
show
Am I
was
really
on
your
for
friend? How do you
several
not know?
seasons.
How do you not know I would not have watched that?
Well, I'm just saying, for as long as the show has been on,
Oh,
and how many
I'm not
ways there
taking
was
away
to
from its
watch it.
credit of longevity. It's in syndication. Its notoriety. I know people are still mad at Darwin. Is that man name?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Melanie
Yes.
situation. I've seen it. I've
Okay, and
read the things.
that's where
but
you
I've
can piece Drew in. You can piece Drew into that a little
Child, I
bit.
didn't know she was in there.
I implore you to watch it.
I'm going to, and that's going to be a topic. I'm going to set aside a time, and that's how I'm going to make this a thing for our show, because I would never carve out time from my Tamika TV things to add something I wouldn't watch, but just for you, I'm going to carve out an hour a day to start the game. And I'm going to report back on how I feel about it, because people watch, like I told my mama, I stopped watching the Half and the Have-Nots with Tyler Perry when that car ran into that lady house and they found that boy strung out in that hotel room.
What?
Okay, and she had that man buried in her kitchen underneath the floor, which were the earlier seasons. I don't even know how that show ended. They talk about that other show with the presidents, people, and I
The
don't.
Oval.
That is, there you go. I don't watch that stuff.
Yeah,
I
me,
can't
I
get
tried
past
to
how
get in. I
I
think I
can't get
wanted to
past
watch it, but I didn't.
I can't get past how the script is written, and that just comes from me in.
You just can't do it. You just can't bring yourself to do it.
I can't bring myself to do it.
That's okay. And
Now I
that's okay.
did watch something nostalgia wise. We're gonna shift a little bit.
What you
This is
watch?
not on the agenda. I think we've covered everything we wanted to talk about. But
Pretty much.
I watched College Hill
When?
like 2 weeks ago.
Not for the first time.
No. Absolutely not, girl. I remember I tried to audition for College Hill when I was in college. They used to come to campus all the time and do auditions.
Yeah.
That's how old we are.
Yeah, I'm like, that's how old we are.
That's how old we are. But I watched the Virgin Islands episode and I realized how messy that show was. No wonder
Extremely
why it ain't
messy.
brought it back. But it makes me upset that we can't bring it back, and they did bring it back, but they brought it back celebrity wise, which is a
Yeah,
problem
I
I
thought that
have with
was
a lot of
strange.
shows.
I
That's a
thought
problem
that was strange.
that's the problem I have with a lot of shows. They feel like they need celebrities to draw people in, and necessarily you don't need to do that.
I think if they would have ran the celebrity show in tandem with how they were doing it originally, I think that may even went over a little bit better because why would you deviate from how you started? All you
I
do is
think I saw
you
the
want to
very
evolve and
first
clean it up.
Absolutely.
Give it a
I think I
chance.
saw the very first College Hill celebrity and I was just like, yeah, no.
Turned off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen an episode since. But I am intrigued about the latest season because I think it's Tamar, Saucy Santana. Um, I want to say the last season I saw bits and pieces of was when Big Frida was on there. I can't remember what season that was, but I tried to get into it and I just couldn't. I am not a big reality star, celebrity type person in reality TV shows that were originally just for reality people. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's like if the real world came back and made it for
Celebrities.
exactly. I wouldn't
That'd be
be
weird.
turned on to that because
That'd
that's
be
not what the
weird.
show is supposed to be about.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna try to get into the game just for you.
Yes.
So we can talk about it because I
Right
have never
out.
seen an episode. I don't know what
That
I
is
was doing when
so
the time
funny to
that show
me.
came out, but I wasn't watching that. When did they get? Let me look at that. I'm finna look it up right now.
It definitely was like 2010.
Girl, 2006.
Oh, 2006? Dang!
It's got 9 seasons, girl. It's gonna take me. It's on Pluto. That's good.
I'm
At least
like,
I
it
got.
was
At least I
on
can watch it
for a
for free.
minute.
Look, at least I can watch it for free.
Yeah. Like, it's been on a lot of platforms. Netflix had it for a while.
No, I know a lot of the notable the notable actors that played in the show, but I've never seen a season. What was I doing in 2026? Let's look up my favorite thing. What was wrestling doing in
You said
2026?
2006.
That's when they say the first thing came out. Oh,
That
girl,
was
I was deep into wrestling in 2006. I wasn't worried about nothing in the game that was happening. I wasn't worried about nothing.
yeah, that was after a year after we graduated.
I wasn't worried about anything happening in 2026 because I was definitely big into wrestling. That was the ruthless aggression era, I do believe. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm real also into wrestling right now because it's my Super Bowl. WrestleMania is next week. And I
That
need to
is what's
find
up.
somebody that got the ESP because this is my first WrestleMania I'll be missing. And I'm quite sad about it. You know, I throw WrestleMania parties.
Yeah.
This is the first year I won't be doing it because they moved premium live events to ESPN, which is an extra fee on top of
It's
having Monday Night Raw on Netflix, and then on top of having SmackDown on regular TV broadcast. So you got to pay for like 3 different
3 different
subscriptions to keep up
packages.
right now. Yeah, and I just can't afford that.
It's been so much of that going on, like that shift amongst the sports. A lot of the guys complain about that. Like
It's awful right now. It's so
they
awful.
don't like it. Like that's rough. I don't know why
So
they
I'm
did
trying to
that.
find somebody that got ESPN so I could go ahead and sneak and watch it.
Mm.
I'm trying,
I'm trying to think, do
but
we have ESPN package? I don't
girl,
know.
don't make me come over. I'll cook.
I'm trying to
As long
think.
as
I have
y'all
to
are
ask
willing to watch
Cooks.
wrestling, I will come over and cook. I do charcuterie, sliders, rotel, drinks.
Oh, I love it all.
I do
Shoot.
all the things when it comes to that's my Super Bowl. I
I
like
have to ask
football,
them.
but no, this is my season.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
really
have to
upset that
ask
I'm
them.
gonna miss it. But by the time this comes out, I think people will know I missed it by then.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm upset about it. Okay, so my homework is I'm gonna watch the game. Your
Yes.
homework is you need to watch what's happening in WrestleMania
In WrestleMania. Okay.
because our
Okay.
people are showing up
Okay. I
real,
can
real
do that.
good. We in there.
Okay.
And I'm excited for some surprises and some things that happen. I hope. I think the year I went to WrestleMania was maybe like the second to last year. It was a 1 day event. Now it's like
Mm-hmm.
2-3 days long, girl. You got to take off like a whole week in order to go to WrestleMania nowadays.
What?
But I'm gonna go. One of my all-time favorite, not one of my all-time favorite, one of my goals is to take Nene to her first WrestleMania eventually. We are gonna do it.
Aw.
She will be a wrestling girly. She has no choice.
She has no choice. By default. That's so cute.
But yeah, girl, this was a great show. We talked about all the tea.
Mm-hmm.
And we
I
got
might have to
homework
catch
to
up on
do.
Real Housewives a little bit too.
What's today? Tuesday? So we'll
What's
have
their
new stuff to
nights
talk
for
about.
new
It's Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
Sundays? That's what I thought.
We got new stuff to talk about for our next show.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw you talk
'Cause
about
this is gonna
Portia.
be some
We
drama
didn't tap on
unfolding.
Portia.
No, we didn't.
I'm surprised you didn't know that about Portia because that's old news.
Well, yeah, and once I started reading about it, I was like, oh yeah, I did see something on IG. Poof.
That's old news. So we're gonna tap into that next week. We hope everybody liked the show. We've been doing a lot of
Yes.
different things lately, girl.
Yes, guys, trying to mix it up for y'all.
Trying
So
to mix
please
it
give
up
us
for
feedback.
y'all and trying to get out of the harsh reality of what's going on in the real world because we don't got time
Yes.
for it either.
Yes. And try to keep it fun,
Keep it light.
informative.
Yes. And then I also want to ask the question about the things that we watch. How will we feel about our girls watching it later on?
Such as like Real Housewives and stuff like that.
Reality TV in general, because we grew up in the age of reality TV. So next week, I would
Yeah.
like to us talk
That was
about.
it was introduced in our
Yes,
era.
next week I would love to talk about how reality TV shaped us as
Ooh.
humans, and would we allow our girls to watch half of the things that we watched? I want you to pick a show that you would. I want you to pick a show that we watched that we would not allow our girls to watch,
Mm.
and we're gonna talk about it because I'm intrigued. But everybody, thank you for coming into another episode of Girlhood to Grownhood. I am Tamika.
And I'm Onaka.
And we will see y'all next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey guys, Onaka here from Girlhood to Grownhood podcast, dedicated to millennials, especially moms who are navigating motherhood while holding on to the nostalgia of the late 90s and early 2000s. I wanted to reach out because my co-host Tamika and I are offering a few sponsorship spots. Yay! It's a super chill setup. We give your business a shout out on the show, maybe drop a quick promo or special offer, and just help more people hear about what you do. If that sounds interesting, we'd love to send over a few details. Send us an email at girlhoodtogrownhood@gmail.com. Either way, appreciate your time and keep doing awesome things with your business. Later.